Some animals don't need to chase you. They don't need to find you. They don't even need to move. They just need you to do one thing. And most of the time you do it without even thinking. You see something, you get curious, you reach out. And that's the whole mistake right there. Because some of these animals aren't sitting there looking harmless by accident. That's the strategy. And the one at number 1 doesn't even produce its own weapon. It collects everyone else's. So by the time you touch it, you're not dealing with one animal. You're dealing with everything it's ever eaten. Number 10. The stonefish. This one doesn't look like anything. That's the whole point. It looks like a rock, a piece of reef, something your eye moves past completely because there's genuinely nothing there to notice. It sits on the ocean floor completely still, camouflaged so well that marine biologists with years of experience still step on them. Not because they're being careless, because the stonefish is actually undetectable until you've already made contact, and the second you do, 13 venomous spines drive upward into whatever touched them. The pain that follows has been described as the worst a human being can experience from something that isn't going to kill them. People have begged doctors for amputation, not because the venom required it, because nothing was stopping the pain and they needed it to end. And the stonefish never moved. It was just sitting there, being a rock. You walked into it. Number 9. The hooded pitohui. This is just a bird. Bright colors, normal size, sits in trees, makes bird sounds. You've been around birds your entire life, and not one of them has ever been a problem, so your brain files this one the same way and moves on. That's the mistake. Because the pitohui carries batrachotoxin in its feathers and skin, the same class of toxin that makes poison dart frogs deadly. And you don't need it to bite you, you just need to pick it up. Hold it for a second. Let the oils from its feathers make contact with your skin. Numbness starts almost immediately. Burning follows. And you're standing there completely confused because nothing attacked you, nothing bit you, nothing even reacted to you. You just held a bird. And the bird was poisonous by existing. That's a category your brain didn't have a slot for. Number 8. The slow loris. Big eyes, round face, tiny hands gripping a branch and staring at you like it wants to be held. The slow loris might be the most visually disarming animal on the planet, and it knows how to use that. Videos of them online get millions of views because people genuinely can't believe something they cute as real. And that's exactly the problem. Because the slow loris is the only venomous primate on Earth. It produces toxin in glands near its elbows, licks those glands to coat its teeth, and when it bites it puts that toxin directly into the wound. But the bite isn't even the main issue. The toxin on its fur alone can trigger anaphylactic shock in some people. You pick it up, the fur makes contact, and your immune system treats it like a full-scale attack. People keep trying to own them as pets. And this keeps happening from something that looks like it was designed specifically to be held. Number 7. The cone snail. It looks like a shell. That's it. Just a beautiful patterned shell sitting on the ocean floor, the kind of thing people have been picking up as souvenirs for generations without any issue. Your brain doesn't register danger because it doesn't look like danger. It looks like something you put on a shelf. And that's the trap. Because inside that shell is a retractable harpoon, an actual harpoon made of modified teeth that can extend in any direction, including toward the hand that's holding it. You pick it up, you turn it over, and somewhere in that process the snail decides it's threatened and fires. One shot, no warning. And the venom it delivers, there is no antivenom for it. None exists. Your nervous system starts shutting down, and there is genuinely nothing a doctor can do except keep you alive and wait. People have died holding what they thought was just a pretty shell they found at the beach. Number 6. The puss caterpillar. It looks like a tiny wig that fell off something small, and wandered off on its own, soft, fluffy, sitting on a leaf looking like the least threatening object in any forest. And that's a problem, because it is genuinely one of the most touchable-looking insects in existence, and it is completely designed to punish that instinct. Under all that fluff are venomous spines that break off on contact. You don't need to grab it or squeeze it or apply any real pressure at all. A light brush is enough. The spines embed in your skin and immediately start releasing venom, and the pain doesn't build up slowly. It arrives, instant, electric, radiating outward from the contact point in waves. People describe it as a hot poker being pressed into them. Then comes the rash, the swelling, the nausea. And the spines are still in there the whole time, still working until someone removes them individually from the fluffiest thing in the forest. And we're only halfway through, and it only gets worse from here, because the next ones don't just hurt you. Some of them don't even need to try. So if you're still watching, subscribe to Wild Warnings, because number 1 doesn't produce its own venom. It builds a collection, and you don't want to be the one who finds out what's in it. Number 5, the platypus. This animal was put together by someone who wanted you to feel completely safe. Duckbill. Beaver tail, soft brown fur. Swims slowly and looks mildly confused about its own existence at all times. It looks like nature made a joke and forgot to add a punchline. So nobody treats it like a threat, and that's the problem, because the males carry venomous spurs on their hind legs, and if you pick one up incorrectly, those spurs go in. The venom doesn't kill you, and that is almost worse, because what it does instead is create pain that resists everything. Standard painkillers don't work on it. Normal treatment does nothing. The pain just stays. For weeks sometimes. Months in some cases. And the area becomes hypersensitive, so every time something touches it, the pain spikes back up again. Your nervous system's stuck in a loop it doesn't know how to leave, from the animal that looks like it was assembled as a prank. Number 4. The giant silkworm moth caterpillar. It looks interesting, green, spiky, kind of decorative. The type of thing you'd see in a nature documentary and actually want to get a closer look at. And that curiosity is the entire problem. Because those spines inject anticoagulants directly into your skin on contact. Not a bite. Not a sting. Just the lightest accidental brush against those bristles, and your blood starts losing its ability to clot. And it doesn't stay at the wound site. It spreads. Internal bleeding follows. Kidney failure in serious cases. People in Brazil have died from accidentally leaning against a tree that had them on it. They didn't see them, didn't know they were there, just felt a strange sensation and spent the next several days in a hospital fighting for their life. The caterpillar stayed on the tree, completely unbothered. It didn't even register what happened. Number 3, the deathstalker scorpion. Most scorpions look dangerous. The deathstalker looks dangerous and then completely delivers on it. Pale yellow, fast, and responsible for the majority of scorpion-related deaths worldwide every single year. And here's why it makes this list specifically. People keep them, they buy them, put them in tanks, and at some point reach in to clean the enclosure or move something and make one small miscalculation. Because this venom hits the cardiovascular system and the nervous system at the same time. Heart rate spikes. Blood pressure goes unstable. Convulsions start. Your body receives conflicting signals faster than it can process any of them. And you're dealing with all of that from a pale yellow thing that fit in the palm of someone's hand, that they chose to bring into their house. That's the part that doesn't make sense, no matter how many times you read it. Number 2, the golden poison frog. Small, bright yellow. Moves slowly across the forest floor like it has absolutely nowhere to be and nothing to worry about. And that confidence is completely justified, because the golden poison frog is the most toxic vertebrate on Earth, and it does not hide that fact at all. The yellow is a warning. The problem is, warnings only work if you know the language. One frog carries enough batrachotoxin to kill 10 adult humans. You don't need to be bitten. The toxin lives on the skin, active and waiting, and the moment you make contact, it absorbs immediately. It attacks sodium channels in every single nerve in your body simultaneously. Muscles lock. Heart rhythm collapses. There is no antivenom, and there is no treatment. There is only the window between contact and what comes next. It's the size of your thumb. It contains enough poison to erase 10 people. And it's just sitting there, looking golden. Number 1. The blue dragon sea slug. It looks like something that shouldn't exist outside of a painting. Pale blue, silver-tipped, small enough to sit on your fingertip, floating on the surface of the ocean with its arms spread out like it's performing just for you. It is genuinely one of the most beautiful animals on the planet, and that beauty is the most dangerous thing about it, because the blue dragon doesn't produce its own venom. It eats Portuguese man-o'-war. It eats them whole, absorbs the stinging cells, and stores them in concentrated clusters at the tips of its own arms. It doesn't just carry venom. It carries the most concentrated version of man-o'-war venom that exists anywhere in nature, more potent than the man-o'-war itself. So when you touch it, you're not dealing with what one animal built. You're dealing with everything it collected, every creature it consumed, every sting stored and concentrated and waiting. All of it delivered at once from something small enough to look like jewelry floating near your hand. That's not defense. That's an arms race that it won before you even knew there was a competition. The ocean puts it right on the surface where people swim, where people reach for interesting things without thinking. And somewhere today, someone is going to see something beautiful drifting toward their hand, and they're going to reach for it. And that's the mistake. None of these animals came looking for you. Every single one of them was just existing. And somewhere between curiosity and contact, the situation changed completely. Not because of what they are, because of what you did. So now you know which one surprised you most. Drop it in the comments. And if you want to know which animals will actually come looking for you, that video is next. Subscribe to Wild Warnings, because knowing what not to touch is just the beginning.